Bonjour, hi my loves! I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing fine. So, even though I sound super happy, life is beautiful and perfect, you don't know, and you will know after this podcast, how my last week was absolute hell. L'enfer, like we say in French. Like, what was that? I hope it was just a glitch in the matrix and that it will never happen again. Because last week, I was in week 4 in university. Okay? Week 4. In my university, we have 15 weeks of school. So tell me why, in week 4, it felt the exact same way as if I was in my finals. You know, when you're having all this pressure, you're having like so many homeworks to give to the teacher, you're having so much teamworks and exams and all that boring stuff. Tell me why that was my last week. We're still in the beginning. We're not even finished with the month of September. Like, what was that? And thank God, this session, this semester, my teammates are, I have nothing bad to say. Well, for some, I have some little constructive criticism, but nothing bad. Nothing actually could top last semester the horrible teammates that I had. Not all my teammates grew. It was hell. Like, it was horrible. So let's talk about this. Last semester, I had a digital marketing class. Sorry, I cannot tell what I'm studying. I had a digital marketing class, and I knew a girl from my high school, so we were like, oh, we're gonna be, together for the teamwork. And I also knew a girl. Well, now she's my friend. Hey, Chloe. So I was in teams with my friend from high school, with Chloe, and my friend from high school knew 2 other guys. She's like, oh, they're in the same specialization as I am, so I know them. They work really well. Like, we can have them. No problems. The friend of my friend is my friend. That's my philosophy. And this is why I am naive girl of the year. That I should have known. I should have known. And why would I ever believe in the intellectual capacities of a man, of a straight man? Again, naive of the year. So, and there was also this other girl. Let's call her Veronica. Okay? So, during this team project, turns out the 2 guys were absolute shit. They were like so fucking horrible. They were literally the stereotype of an asshole. Like, oh my god, and they were so sexist. Like, that you're maybe thinking, like, oh, you're being dramatic. No, they were like, the type of guys who are like because my bachelor, for those who don't know, I'm studying in business administration. I hesitated for a second. Business administration, and I specialize in marketing. Keep that in note. And these guys were literally the stereotypical, like, business boys who, like, oh, my ideas are better than yours. Oh, my dad owns this company, so I know better. Like, shut up!
Let me give you an example. In our project, there was a part where it was about marketing, and because I study in marketing, I know the answer. So I gave them the answer. I was like, "Hey, for the project, we should write this." And those fuckheads, instead of like listening to my point, or like giving me constructive criticism at least, what they did, they were like, "No, it's not good." but they're not even studying in marketing. They're like in finance or whatever the hell they're in. So who are you to say, someone who's not in marketing, that my marketing information that I brought is not good? There were some instances where I felt like they were disagreeing with me just because in their stupid fucking little head, men are always right.
Shut the hell up! Stupid boy. Oh my god. And I'm not even giving them a fake name, because I'm not, of course, saying their real name. I'm not being stupid. But I'm not even giving them a fake name because they don't deserve it. They literally don't. Like, they're so assholes. So one day they text in the group chat. No. Sorry. I got too caught up in my bad negative emotions towards them. Let's start from the beginning. Our first assessment, we had to fill up an Excel thing, okay? There were multiple sheets. There were three for the first assessment. There were three main sheets. We had to fill them up in teams. So instead of doing what's logical, which is we're 6, let's separate, let's allocate 2 people in each sheet, that's logical. These assholes were like, no, let's all individually do the whole assessment alone, and then we'll schedule a meeting so we will compare our answers. Huh? Then if this is a good strategy in your little stupid brain, then why is it a team project? Huh? Tell me why. Oh my god. There's that. And once we did we did a few calls in between before the date where we had to give our assessment to the teacher, and he the not the main guy, but the main asshole, the one who would be more communicative of his assholeness. That was a good phrase. We were asking him in a group chat, can you give us the Excel so we could put all of our answers, because we finished our part, basically, my friend and I, because Chloe and I were like, no, we're not doing the whole thing alone, we're gonna help each other out. And Miss, I'm sensitive business boy, I know better than you, blah, 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 was literally, I don't know what he ate, I don't know what happened to his brain, but he started to have a biggest, useless, pointless argument, and he started to put, point fingers out like this at us, and he's like, why would I share the Excel? I don't know you, I don't know how you work, I don't even know if you're good teamworks, I don't know, teammates, sorry, I don't know if you will do great the job, so that's why I'm not sharing the Excel, blah, 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 blah. And me, I never start a fight, but I'm gonna show you how to finish it, even more when it's through text. In first couple of podcasts, I said I'll never win a fight, if there's hands involving in. But if it's only verbally, oh my god, I'm gonna win. I am gonna win, because I rarely get angry, and when I do, I have valid reasons. I'm stating facts, and it's not my fault if the facts are against you, because they're factual. I have no opinion on these facts. If you don't like the outcome, then don't do the actions. Huh? Simple math. I'm gonna take a sip of water. So he said all of his bullshit, I don't know you, I've never worked with you, I don't know if you're smart, blah, 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 blah. So I said, well, I can say the same thing. I can literally say the same thing. So I think he got angrier because I killed him. He had no arguments left because he's stupid and brainless. His parents probably paid my university for him to get in. Allegedly, hypothetically, my opinion. So don't sue me. But like, you cannot be that dumb and be in this and be just not in this university, to be in university. Point. Period blank. There's that. And then they all like agreed to meet. I don't remember the date exactly, but let's say Tuesday afternoon. The day before, or a couple hours before, I was actually sick. Like, I'm not lying. This is my podcast. Why would I lie? I was actually sick. So I was like, oh, I will have to skip the meeting. Like, keep me updated. I'm super sorry. It won't happen again. Blah, blah, blah. You know. And the purpose of this meeting, was because the following Friday, so let's say we schedule a meeting on Tuesday. The Friday of the same week, we had to give our assessment to the teacher. So the meeting, the whole purpose was to, because we did our part individually, because the boys to think logically, we did this meeting to compare our answers and do a whole new Excel sheet to take the best answers of each person and put it in the Excel sheet. We did it on, what's the day? Wednesday. They were like, oh, let's do it Wednesday. Perfect. The guys ditched the meeting to go to their friend's party. They ditched the meeting to go to their friend's party. Are you kidding me? You're kidding me. And we had less than 2 days, less than 48 hours to fucking give the assignment to the teacher. And you're going, boom, 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 party with your friends? I wonder what their partying is like. Because I cannot believe that assholes like them have a good time partying. You know? Long story short, thank the God for them that we ended up having like way above average for the first assessment. What the hell? I know. And remember my friend from high school? Poor girl, she felt so bad from the beginning to the end of the team, well, the whole semester, because she was like, what the hell? I don't recognize the boys, like, they never acted like that with me. I don't know what they have against you and Chloe, but like, I don't know, like, I don't recognize them, but I'm with you girls, like, 100%, like, there's no problem. And so that was nice in a way to have, like, support from my other friend, but also, like, it kind of, not hurt, but, like, it was kind of, I was intrigued, because I was like, what did I do, except of being hot, to make you so angry? You know what I mean? Like, my friend, Chloe and I literally never ever were mean to these guys. And I remember in the beginning of the semester, like, when the class was boring, we would, like, play games, like, all together on the computer. Like, it was kind of fun in the beginning. So, I don't know what happened to them, but chill the fuck out. Fucko. Yo, oh my god, I'm so angry. And every time, that's parenthesis, every time that I see them both in my high school, oh my god, the self-control that I have to not just push them so that they can fall off the stairs. Oh my god, it sounds, well, it doesn't sound horrible, it is horrible, but like, oh my god, I hate them so much. And also, because they're stupid, they would talk shit about my friend and I to my friend from high school, because technically she's kind of friends with them. But like, because they're stupid, they didn't realize that my friend from high school is, well, the girl from high school is also my friend. Like, we have her in common. And that's the whole purpose and why we were a team at first, because she knew the both groups separately. So every time they would talk shit about me, she will tell them. But I can't, and people may be like thinking, oh, but did she, every time that you would talk shit about them, is the girl from high school telling them? No. How do I know? Because it's girl code. And also because, like, she totally agreed with us. She was like, they're stupid. Like, I don't know what's happening. Whatever. And also, remember Veronica? Let's talk about her. For the first assessment, her part, she had a little, tiny little part that we didn't even need to use at the end. So she basically did nothing, but, like, it's not really her fault because we didn't use her part. For the second assessment, her part was, like, doing social media, but because our company was really new, they weren't present on social media. So her part was pretty much, not useless, but like, she didn't have a lot of things to do. Let's phrase it that way. And this girl, at the end of the whole project, you know, you have to do a peer evaluation. And at the end of the whole project with the other guys, we kind of like, you know, not made peace, but we were like, you know, even though like it was hard, trouble communicating, blah, 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 like, you know, you still did your part. We still ended up having amazing grades, way above average. So like, maybe like we weren't compatible in like in the personality level, but like at least like we were giving our all in the project. And we all texted in the group, oh, we're gonna give you all like 5 out of 5 for the peer evaluation. In the group chat, we were all like, yeah, I'm gonna give you 5 out of 5, blah, 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 blah. And at the fucking end, Miss Veronica and another stupid fucking boy didn't grade me 5 out of 5. They didn't. And you're probably like, they graded me like 4, like because it's an average, 4.1 out of 5. And you're probably like, oh yeah, why are you so angry? Like, it's minus 0.9 in your overall grade. That's the problem. Because if these motherfuckers would have graded me 5 out of 5, instead of having like, because you know, in university it's graded with letters, instead of having the letter that I had, I would have been able to have a better letter. I could have had a better letter! But these fuckers, and a better letter, by the way, gives you a better GPA, and I want that. So it's like, what the hell? What the actual hell? And you're probably wondering, why do you think it's Veronica? Because with my calculus, because I'm smart, 2 people out of 5 would have graded me lower than 5 to have 4.1. I don't know if it makes sense. And because these are the only 2 that didn't answer in the group chat saying like, oh, I would have given you 5 out of 5. And when we received the peer evaluation, my friend Chloe, because she's a bad bitch, she was like telling in the group chat like, nice, I didn't have 5 out of 5. And like the fucking stupid asshole was like, oh, but I didn't know, like, I didn't see that you would put us 5 out of 5. He liked the fucking message. Bet your ass you didn't see, stupid fucking boy. Oh my god. Count the amount of times I said stupid fucking boy. Like, I want to know. Like, please. I hate them so much. So, let's just end it here. I just hate them so much. And Veronica, I have her this semester in 2 of my classes. And I was like, and I also have Chloe girl in all of my classes. And I was like, in the beginning, a week before the beginning of university, we were able to see who's in our class. And once I saw Veronica blank her name, I was like, texting my friend Chloe, I was like, I would much more rather die than her being in our team. And Chloe was like, what if she like comes to us and is like, hey, I want to be in your team? Ooh, if she did, if Veronica motherfucking Ka would have had the audacity to come and say that to me, my god, I may be 5'0", but I swear, oh my god, I would have put her in her place, which is 10 feet away from me, and she would have understand. Never mess up with a 5'0" girl. Let's end this chapter here.
For those who are like, why do you hate
men so much? Because they always end up do shit like that to me. And this is my Roman Empire. Hating men. Till the day I die. And every time that I have a little bit of pity and love towards them, they always make me regret. Like 15 minutes before filming this podcast, I was having a little pity, you know. I was like, oh, maybe it's really a deeper rooted problem that I have. Maybe I gotta like seek a therapist's help to kind of resolve this problem, because it may have a negative impact in my future, I hope, relationships. Why would I do that? Why would I do that when they do shit like that? I am not getting any help. Forget that. But if you're paying, like, please. Oh my god. Talking about Roman Empire. Of course! I asked my dad and my two... Oh my god. Sorry. I asked my dad and 2 out of 3 of my brothers. Well, actually, I asked all my brothers. 3 out of 3. Let's start with my dad. So I texted my dad. Wait, let me go back to the conversation. I texted my dad. I was outside in my backyard doing some homeworks. It was Sunday afternoon. And I texted my dad. Dad, when's the last time you thought about the Roman Empire? He literally never answered me back. So I kind of like, you know, I wrote the message and I kind of went back to my homeworks for once. And, you know, I was writing on my keyboard, really focused. And he scared the shit out of me when he got out of the house and joined me in the backyard to literally tell me, why do you want to know? And I'm like, it's just a stupid little question. Like, I'm just curious. And he's like, no. Why do you have to know? He got so invested. He literally was like, I don't know what he was doing, but probably like just laying on a couch, watching his TV show. And when he received my text, Dad, when's the last time you thought about the Roman Empire? He was so invested and intrigued by it that he had to get up and search me in the whole entire house. He could have called me. Hello, technology. No. He was invested. All of this for me to say, oh, it's just a stupid TikTok trend. And he's like, I don't know. Last time I thought about it was like a long time ago. I was like, slay, Dad. And my brother, So, my brother who's 19, I'm gonna read to you guys what he said. Let's find the messages. Wait. Hi, hello. When's the last time you thought about the Roman Empire? I think about it all days. Why? Huh? What do you mean? He quotes me. All path guides us to Rome. I'm like, what the hell is he talking about? So I sent a question mark, sorry. And he's like, when I'm lost at the college and I eventually find my classes. And I'm like, so every time that you are lost in school, you think about the Roman Empire to find your way back. And he's like, yes. Huh? What the hell? Dude, you're crazy. Respectfully. Brotherly. And for my other brother who's 11, almost 12, hey, when's the last time you thought about the Roman Empire? And he's like, this morning, why? I'm like, what do you mean? I'm curious. He's like, it was a joke. What's this question? And I answered, well, I laughed and I said, I don't know, I just want to know your answer. He's like, I don't know, probably the last time that I saw Napoleon video, and in the comments someone was talking about the Roman Empire. So it was like last Wednesday. What the hell? So I texted him, why are you watching a Napoleon video? Like, what? And he says, well, it was a meme. And I'm telling him, and he actually sent me the video, and I'm gonna show it to you guys, because what the hell? He's 12. Like, go back to like Mario. Like, don't what? It's a compilation of like old portraits of Napoleon being all sad and desperate and like on his deathbed. Like, what the hell? What the hell? I want to know what his For You page looks like. What? And my other brother, who's 7 years old, I think, I asked him, just for fun, like, not in real life, but like verbally, he was in front of me. I was like, oh, when was the last time you thought about the Roman Empire? This motherfucker told me 3 days ago. Oh yeah, you think I'm gonna believe that? Something that is so not spoken about a lot is the amount of times kids lie. You know the famous phrase that's like, the truth always comes out of a kid's mouth, something like that. That's so bullshit. Like, motherfucker thinks that he thinks about the Roman Empire. Motherfucker has an imaginary friend. Sometimes he tells me about it, and I'm like, what the hell? Like, get help. Imagine me actually saying that to my 7-year-old brother, get help. I would traumatize him. Every time that he would say like creepy shit like that, I'll be like, yeah, I had my dose for today, and I just hibernate in my room. But like, they lie so much. Like, nah. If a kid ever tells me like, you're so fucking... Actually, I hope a kid ever tells me that I'm so fucking ugly, so I know that I'm so hot. So like, I'm not the only one thinking that I am hot. And I didn't even tell you about last week specifically what happened. I was on top of having like a really heavy week in terms of homeworks and assignments and team projects and blah blah blah. I was on my period because of course, why not? Let's add a little bit of spice. Don't. Who said I wanted spice? But I almost got into a fight. Not a physical fight again. I really avoid that at all cost. If it ever gets too heated, I just pretend I don't understand French. I just pretend I don't understand anything. I play stupid. Because honestly, sometimes playing stupid saves you a lot of time, a lot of energy, and a lot of peace. So I almost got into a friendship fight. That's the thing about me. If you're not telling me specifically, verbally, not necessarily in front of me, it could be through text, that you have a problem with me, if you don't say that to me, I assume that we don't have a problem. Which is, in a way, that's fair. It's like, yeah, girl, you don't have a problem. Don't be anxious about it all. But in the other way, sometimes it makes me think, like, am I a horrible person? Am I being just an asshole all day long? I don't think so. I feel like I'm not. I'm trying my best to be a good person every day. But, like, I almost got into a friendship fight, but we resolved that things. We made peace. And for those wondering what the fight was about, honestly, it's not even considered a fight. It was just a whole miscommunication type of things. Like, and you know how they sucked. And I use the word fight because it make me seem like I'm a bad bitch, even though I'm just a introverted nerd. At least I'm self-aware. If it was like more juicy, of course I will tell you guys about it. It is my podcast. I say whatever the fuck I want to say. Talking about being a good person, I was at Starbucks the other day with my friend Leanne. Hey Lele! We were inside the Starbucks doing our quote unquote homeworks, and there was this really old, like, someone's grandpa sitting in the Starbucks, like, just alone, enjoying his coffee, and he would just, his resting face was him having a smiling face. He was so adorable. Like, I wanted him to be my grandpa. But not in a, oh, I want it. No. Like, really, I want you to be my grandpa. I've never really had the chance to have a relationship-ish, family-ship with my grandpas because they died at a young age. So he was all sweet and innocent, basically. That's what I am trying to say. And even though I thought he was really sweet and innocent, he was really old. Let me say that. I looked at Leanne. I interrupted her studying session because Miss Girl was actually studying. We love that for her. And I automatically thought about what I'm going to say. I know it's horrible, but let me say it. I told Leanne, what if he has Alzheimer and I just pretend that I am his granddaughter and so he can buy me a Starbucks? And I can have for a couple of minutes or hours, if we talk a lot, feel like I have had a grandpa in my life. Like I can have this part of me fulfilled. And during this time, he would feel like one of his grandchildren is caring about him. Grandpa issues? What the? Oh my god. Is it unethical? And we came to the conclusion that it is unethical, but it will be funny. But it is unethical. And don't worry, I didn't do it. I see you coming. I didn't. 2 days later, I go to Starbucks with my friends, Ariane and Audrey. And my friend Audrey had to leave a little earlier, and Ariane and I stayed longer inside the Starbucks, and the little old man came later, and I saw him, and he took off his little jacket because he's super old. Instead of taking 10 seconds taking off your jacket, no, I'm not even kidding, it took him 55 seconds to emit it in 10 seconds. Like, so fucking sad and beautiful. But I don't know. And he bought himself 2 Starbucks drink, 1 hot coffee and 1 like a lemonade type of drink. And I was like, oh, maybe he has company. Maybe one of his grandchildren. Maybe his wife. I don't know. No one came. He was alone during the entirety of his hangout at Starbucks. I am going to cry. And my friend Ariane and I, we saw him. And through all the time we were like, oh, like it made us so sad. And even though they may have a really beautiful life, and it may be like them still having their still having their wives, still having well, having a good relationship with their grandchildren, with their children. Like, maybe it's their little alone time of the week, going alone at a cafe. But there's something sad about it that we couldn't help ourselves, and we're like, oh, like, we're gonna cry. And because the whole situation was so cute and sad, we literally had to cut our hangout short, and we were like, we have to leave, like, because we will cry. And Arin and I, we're not like, I mean, I will speak for myself. I wish I was, but we're not huge criers. But this old man, ooh, Grandpa made us almost tear up. Like, damn. Like, imagine he's like the horriblest, I don't even know if it's a word, the most horrible person ever, and we're like, oh, I just want to talk to him, and he's like monstrous. But Grandpa would never do that. And like, he's smiling and all that, and he's drinking his Starbucks drinks, and it's... Do not cry. I love how I started talking shit about men to having a little bit of hope, as we say in French, espoir, and love towards them. But like, protect him at all cost. Protect this grandpa at all cost. Wow. I am gonna end it on that note. Well, of course I'm gonna give you my weekly hopes. Ariane told me that it's her favorite part in the podcast. Me giving you my weekly hopes. And it really like warmed up my little cold heart. I remember, talking about cold heart, I remember when I was in middle school, my friends, for those who watched The Vampire Diaries, Damon Salvatore, for those who didn't, he's like kind of, not a bad boy, but like he's the character that's cold-hearted, that he's like mean and bad and blah blah blah, but he's still like charismatic through it all. He's funny, he's hot, he's nice. You know the vibe. I remember there was a period of time in middle school where my closest friends would call me Damon Salvatore because supposedly I had a cold heart. What the hell? Like, sometimes people closest to you don't know you that well. Because I don't think I have a cold heart. I have a cold heart towards men, but not in my friendships. Do I? Wow, now I'm not gonna sleep at night. I'm gonna have a whole existential crisis. Like, what? No, I'm not cold. So here are my weekly hopes. I hope one day in your life, as my t-shirt says, you are going to visit Venice Beach. Like, under the sun, 30 degrees Celsius, and you wear your sunscreen, of course, at least 50 SPF. Well, I'm not an expert, I don't fucking know. And you're having like your little drink, and life's good, and great music is playing. There's no kids, so nothing at all. You're alone, or with your friends, or with your significant other, anyone who brings you peace. You're just having the best time of your life, enjoying life. I also hope to you that every time that you want to clean your ears, that you always have a Q-tip, because that's the worst feeling ever. Like, when you don't have a Q-tip, like, and you really want to clean your ears, like, ugh. I found some alternatives, and no, it's not my fingers. I'm not a crusty ass bitch. If you do, no problems. Like, if you're probably my friend. If you're watching this, we're like, slay, yeah, use your fingers. What the fuck? It sounds so. But whatever. I'm not even gonna continue in that tangent. I hope that your lips are never getting chapped. I hope that you always have a lip balm. I hope that you suddenly have a plus 100 in your bank account because the government was nice and was like, oh, she needs help. Dang. Plus $100. I hope that you'll never drive over a squirrel. Even though they're really pissing me off, like, I don't know why I do know why. I have a lot of reasons why squirrels are pissing me off, but like, that's for another podcast. I hope you never kill one. Like, that's actually sad. Like, every time I look at a squirrel, and I'm trying to be kind, I'm like, oh, he reminds me of Alvin and the Chipmunks, even though I know that Alvin and the Chipmunks are not the same species as a squirrel. It's still, you know what, like, I cannot betray them like that, you know, they were a part of my childhood, so I cannot do that to them. But I hope that you never drive over a squirrel. Talking about driving over animals, I went to my friend Lele's house earlier today. When I was driving back to my house, I saw the fattest cat ever. He was orange. It adds nothing to the story. Am I being racist towards cats? Whatever. And I was this close to drive over someone's cat, but like, honestly, it wasn't my fault. This motherfucker was just, I think he was slow because he's fat. Oh my god, I'm talking about a cat, of course. No one clips that. I'm not a horrible person. I am not, I swear. I hope that you will be rich enough in your life to be able to buy yourself a Starbucks drink every day, or at least every time that you want. Because sometimes you want to go to Starbucks, but you financially cannot. So I really hope that for you. That's one of my indicators in life that I made it. Some people, it's like if they have 1 million in their bank accounts. Others is if they're like director of that company. Me, it's if I can buy myself a Starbucks every time that I want. You know what? It doesn't take me a lot to be happy. And that's something that I really appreciate about who I am. Even though that some of you guys may think that I'm cold-hearted. At least I'm hot. And on that note, I hope you have a good night of sleep. I love you. Take care. Au revoir.